Hi guys, this week I want to show you how to fix a guitar cable or a guitar lead. I have this lead here I got from Thomann a long time ago, and I plugged it in the other day to find the signal was kind of intermittent. And I'm sure you've all experienced it where you have a cable and it only works when you bend the lead a certain way. And the reason why that happened, in this case at least, and in most cases, is because, if you can see here, the shield has become, well, it's detached now because I've been messing with it, but it was basically under tension and the wire was breaking for a while. Usually when guitar leads break, it's at the end points like this, because those are the weakest points of the cable. And handy enough, in the case of these Thomann cables, they can just be unscrewed and fixed yourself quite easily, and I'm going to show you how. So the first thing to do is unscrew it, take away the plastic guard there, and then just open up this clamped down bit that kind of crimps the cable to the metal. Okay, they actually put that on very well in the factory. Then you want to trim back the insulation a little bit. Not a huge amount, because you won't need that much in order to make the connection. And if you trim back too much, you might have to actually desolder the shield connection. It was actually the tip which broke off. The part that carries the signal had become under too much tension and broke. So just carefully remove the insulation. Try not to sever any or as little of the shield braid cable as possible. So you can see where the tip connection has kind of receded back into the shielding plastic. So we're going to need to solder that there. I just twist the shield up a little bit tighter so that it stays out of the way. And that might be enough, but I think I should take a little bit more just to make sure there's not too much tension on it again. It's just a thing that happens over time because you're plugging the cable in and out and in and out. And it's just a little bit of force over time which adds up, and eventually something's going to break, and that just happens to be the weakest point in the cable, so it's usually what goes first. If on the other hand something breaks along the length of the cable, there's not really much you can do. You'll just have to get a new cable. But this can be fixed relatively easily. Okay. Expand these jaws again a little bit more. I'll re-crimp them later. And then line it up with the point where it's being soldered onto. And then you can probably re-crimp it there just to hold it in place. Right. And now just make sure that there's no shorts. By which I mean make sure that the signal cable, which is the one with the whitish clear insulation, does not touch off of anywhere except for the terminal for the tip of the jack. And then you take a soldering iron, which I've had heating up already. There's already some solder on the terminal, so that will help, but it's probably a good idea to add a little bit more. Actually, it might be easier to use some helping hands. These things are always useful. Okay, so that looks like it's well and truly soldered on again. Trim off any excess bits that might cause a fault down the line. There's just a couple of strands that might be loose, so just tidy them up a tiny bit. That's cool enough to touch. Means the solder should be solid on its own. It looks good, doesn't look like there's any faults or bits that aren't connected right. So we can just close it back up. Of course, it's following the general rule where if you leave a cable on the floor for 2 seconds, it will knot itself without any human intervention. No one knows why this happens, it's just one of life's great mysteries. So, again, shield first, then the cover, and then the spring is underneath, which is supposed to prevent that from happening, but it didn't in this case. But I've had this cable for a long time, and now that I fixed it, I'll have it for a long time again. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and all the usual.